This is Tom Petty Radio, Channel 31. I'm Mark Felsot. Thank you for tuning in, Tom Petty Radio, not only for keeping Tom's music alive, but his spirit alive. And trust me, folks, his spirit is here.
Oh, yeah.
He's keeping an eye on what we're doing here. So.
He is. There's no doubt about it.
That voice belongs to John Scott. He is the author of the book, Tom Petty and Me. 40th anniversary tour comes to a close in Hollywood at the Hollywood Bowl for 3 nights. Did you go to all 3?
No,
you went to.
I didn't want to go to the first and second shows.
Okay.
I only wanted to go to the third show because rumors were that could be his last concert ever. He was going to stop touring, even though I think they knew there's going to be a Wildflowers tour the next year. But that's why I wanted to go to that particular show.
Right.
And you asked me to come down, and you were doing.
Well, we did a pre-show beforehand, and you came down. Which
was great because you were interviewing backstage hands or roadies, and that was great.
We were talking to everybody.
Everybody, but I think I was the last person you talked to, I believe. But anyway, I came on after Keith Evelyn from Tom Petty Nation. But
so you're there the final night,
right?
You're with your daughter,
Tiffany. Yep.
And you go sit down to watch the show.
I didn't go backstage. I had a backstage pass, but I didn't want to go back there because I just thought it'd be bedlam.
Right.
Right.
And you're watching the show, and then Tom stops and has a few things to say on stage.
After the 4th song, I don't think he had said anything prior to that.
Right, right. And he starts talking about you.
I know. And I'm sitting there. I'm dazed, actually. I started crying because here I am in front of 18,000 people and my daughter, and he says, "I want to dedicate this song to John Scott." He went to the radio stations with a vengeance back in 1977, and for that we're forever grateful. And people started pointing at me and whatever. It was just like this surreal experience. I didn't know he was going to do that. The way I found out, one of the reasons he did it was because Dana York Petty told me that they got in the car in the limo about 6 o'clock to get to Hollywood Bowl. And they were listening, of course, to his radio station, turned up loud. And I think that the driver would have been crazy if it had been on any other station. But she said, they were talking, and he said, "Oh, wait, did they say they were going to interview John Scott?" She said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, don't say anything. I want to listen to this." And so he listened to the whole interview, Dana said. And she said, "Brother, that hit his heart. And it hit my heart too, what you said." And that's one of the reasons he gave me that shout out that night. And I look at it as a gift that he gave me because he didn't have to do that. But it was because of the interview with you and me and Meg Griffin that I told the story, basically. And it was like a surreal experience. After the show, I asked Mike Campbell, I said, "Did you know he was going to do that?" And he said, "Hell, he didn't tell anybody that he was going to do that." But yeah, that was quite an experience because he had done a few other shout outs for me.
For your birthday?
Well, for my birthday at the Forum one year, and actually the song Dreams of Flying, he did at a Mudcrutch show down in Anaheim, I think, or Orange County. And I remember asking him about Dreams of Flying, and he just gave me a thumbs up. Like, I got a friend in Memphis who lives down there, and he doesn't have a friend in Memphis, except me. But, who knows if he wrote that song about me, but whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, that was quite a surreal experience. And back after the show, I was really stunned. I'll be quite honest with you. I was stunned. I was crying. I was all these emotions were coming back. It's like 1977 again.
Right.
And I went backstage afterwards, and of course, Tom, he doesn't stay around. He's not comfortable with big crowds. And it was a great mood backstage. Everybody was happy. And Tony and Demetrios looked at me and said, "Yeah, Tom doesn't forget."
Yep.
And I went, "No, you're right about that." And some people recorded that particular segment. It's up on YouTube. And
it was a great moment.
Oh, my God.
It was a great moment.
I could.
It sort of was the bow on the gift at the end of this long journey that the two of you went on together.
Oh yeah, it definitely was a gift, Mark. You know that. And I don't think he didn't do any of that to anybody else that night. I think he did one on the first show to Mo Austin, But the last show in front of 18,000 people, I am flipping out, man.
Yeah.
I'm in another state of mind.
Well, congratulations on that. Congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
The book, again, Tom Petty and Me by John Scott. John, where can they get it, especially if they want an autographed copy from you?
Well, TomPettyandMe.com is is my website where I personalize any copy, and people can write in there what they want me to say on the copy. And I've got some pretty interesting things that people wanted to say. I will tell you that. But I autograph every book, and it's on Amazon as well, and so on a Kindle as well. And speaking of Kindle, I'm hoping Charlie Kindle will do an Audible version for me. But yeah, TomPettyMe.com is the place to go if you want it personalized.
All right, John, you were a radio guy. We got one last song to play with you being here. I Won't Back Down. So, John, introduce it.
Okay. This song is a song that Tom Petty lived by his creed, man, I won't back down. And that song just sums Tom Petty up to me. He never backed down to the record companies. He never backed down to radio stations. So this song is an incredible song that really sums up Tom's life. I won't back